Well, hello, my friends. I mentioned Jason Evers last night, or Herb Evers. It's actually actually early this morning, around 1:42 a.m. or whatever. I wanted to say about him in Brain That Wouldn't Die. It's actually Herb Evers. Now I don't know if that's the brother of Jason Evers or if that's his middle name. I think they're actually brother. I think it's Jason and Herb Evers, or else that might be his other name. Maybe he's also known as Jason or Herb, but I'm pretty sure they're twins. But the point is, Herb Evers in Brain That Wouldn't Die, he's that Dr. Cortman, and he said, and that one doctor says, I disagree with your methods. I like your results, but I disagree with your methods. The laboratory is not a place for scientific experimentation or for guinea pigs or whatever. And he's saying, it can't be done. The way he was doing it. He says it can't be done. Like, I think bringing a person back to life through his methods or whatever. And so that was his dad, who was a doctor, says, it can't be done. And Herb Evers says, it can be done. That's his greatest line in any movie. To me, that's the line he's remembered. It is that Dr. Cortman or whatever in The Brain That Wouldn't Die. It can be done. So, that kind of rubbed off on me. I mean, I think about that a lot. When people say it can't be done or you can't do that, and I think about what Herb Evers said in Brain That Wouldn't Die. It can be done. I've mentioned that in my movies. I've actually said that line in some of my movies. Anyway, I was talking about Smoking Joe Frazier. Anyway, here is a picture of me and Smoking Joe. There's me and Smoking Joe Frazier right there. See, it says, yeah, Smoking Joe Frazier, yeah, world heavyweight champion. Yeah. And that was June 14th, 1985 when I met him. Still I had biceps, and I was only 158 pounds, but I was strong. That was right in front of his gym, in front of Joe Frazier's gym there. On Broad Street, and yeah, that's David Rock Nelson right there. Yeah, that's me, man. Me and Smoking Joe in my boxing here. And then here's a better picture of it, I think. I think this actually, the face is clearer there. Yeah, it's me and Smoking Joe Frazier. Yeah, and so my hero. And so then that's when I met him. I was down at his gym in North Philadelphia, at the corner of North Broad Street and Glenwood. And I was taking the L train, underneath the ground, the train. I was in Atlantic City, and I took it all the way from Atlantic City to North Philadelphia. When they say North Philadelphia, it's called the North Philadelphia exit. It's in Philly. I think it's about a half hour, 20 minutes or a half hour ride from Atlantic City train. And it's actually maybe about 15, 20 minutes from Philadelphia, where you got that giant big clothespin, a gigantic clothespin, So that's about 50 anyway. But anyway, that's his former gym. Now I think they're trying to save it and turn it into a museum. Anyways, that's me and Leon Spinks. He used to spar at Joe Frazier's gym. He used to spar with That's me and Leon Spinks after I sold him a dictionary at Ditka City Lights in Chicago, over there on Ontario Street. Yeah, that was Ditka City Lights. Ditka's restaurant's at a different location now. Ditka City Lights closed, and I had the pork chops there one day. Real nice thick pork chops. But yeah, I sold Leon Spinks a dictionary. Funkin' White when I was a dictionary salesman. My whole goal was to go there and sell a dictionary to Leon Spinks. I still got the order for him, Now, someone stole his checkbook, so he had to cancel his account. So when I I took to the bank, it bounced, and then I contacted him about 2 weeks later. I got hold of him, and he said that someone stole his checkbook or whatever. And his wife. I had to go to his apartment over there on Division Street. He used to be at 77 Division. He moved now, but so I ring the buzzer, and his wife Betty says hello. I say, yes, David Rocky Nelson. I got. Yeah, I'm here to meet Leon, he's going to give me the new check. And she says, oh, thank you for being patient with Leon. He lost his checkbook and had to cancel his account and start a new one, And she said, thank you for being patient with him. So, he was on Chicago All-Star Wrestling on that Channel 26 late night, same channel that Svengoolie is on now. WCIU, they used to have pro wrestling, used to have boxing on Channel 26 back in the 80s and 90s. Anyway, Leon Spinks was on there with the Freebirds. They're pro wrestlers, and they're saying, we don't hide behind women's spinks, and they're calling his wife names, and they're calling him names. We don't hide behind women's spanks. They think he's hiding behind his wife Betty. And then the guy is Chicago All-Star Wrestling. He's got the microphone. He goes, Leon, I can't believe the names they called your beautiful wife. And he goes, well, I don't care what the Freebirds say. I don't care what they say. On the 10th, Freebirds, you're mine, and that is that. And that's all I got to say about it. That's it. And he goes, okay. And then they have a commercial for One Stop Liquors. One Stop. It's like One Stop Grocery, and that groceries there. Get the finest meats, the finest steaks, the finest pork chops. Come to One Stop. And then Leon Spinks is on there, and he's on there with Leon Spinks, and Leon Spinks says, One Stop. And he goes, yeah, so he's promoting the One Stop grocery store or whatever. Yeah. And there's a picture of me and Big George Foreman, man. That's The Rock Nelson meets Big George Foreman. Yeah. That's the night he beat Bobby Hicks. That was in his locker room after the fight. Yes, he flexing. Look at that. See, and I got biceps too, man. See? And there's the poster for Foreman versus Holyfield. There's like a extra copy I got, man. I got a poster that was on the bus in there. A giant poster they had on the bus, and I went down to the bus. I went to the Chicago Bus Department, and RTA, CTA, and they gave me a bunch of them. So I got like about 3 giant-sized posters at Foreman and Holyfield's head. When they fought in 1990. I predicted Foreman to win. I even drew this picture, and it was on the news. Channel 2 News. I was interviewed by Rich King, and because I was fighting in the Golden Gloves. This was 1992. I was entering the 1992 Chicago Golden Gloves. They wouldn't let me, though, because I was past the age limit. I was 35, and they said, no, Rock, you got to be 32. They changed the age limit. It used to be unlimited. Now it's unlimited again. They got like an older group. You can be any age you want. You can fight when you're 65 if you want, 60, whatever. Like me, I'm 61. But the point is, and you saw me box it. I can kick butt. I can still do. And then there's but I don't want to get hit. I use my head for trade, but I'll still hit the bag and stuff. But it's not good for me to be boxing competitively. You can get hit, injured. And there's me, and there's my pic drawing of Holyfield knocking out. Big George Foreman knocking out Holyfield, see? Yeah. The Fighting Preacher versus the Real Deal. It says, Big George is just too big for Evander. Foreman eats too much for these guys. It's like fighting 3 franchises, McDonald's, Burger King, and Baskin-Robbins. Big George makes a snack out of Holyfield in 2. Right there it says that, see? There to see. Foreman's just too big for Evander. See, I drew that. There's my signature. See, I drew that on December 16th, 1990, the day after Janet's birthday. This is before, like 3 years before I met Janet. 3.5 years. So there you go. Yeah, see? Holyfield's seeing stars, man. I showed that on Channel 2. They showed it. I go, yeah, that's Foreman. He says, who do you pick in this fight? I said, Foreman. He's going to eat him up in 2 rounds, make a snack. And this is my drawing of it. Yeah, he's making a snack out of Holyfield, and he's laughing. And they interviewed Ernie Terrell, former WBA World Heavyweight Champion, who went 15 rounds with Muhammad Ali at Comiskey Park. It used to be white. That's where the White Sox played back in the 60s, 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s. And then I think around like late 60s, early 70s, they tore it down. The old park. And now they got U.S. Cellular now. But anyway, there it is. I buy boxing newsletter. I was telling people about my movie extra. Oh, these are articles about me from the paper. And there's a picture of me. David Rocky Nelson when I was boxing. That's when I was given the name Rocky in 1987. So, and then, okay, over here there's a picture of me and Leon Spinks. That's me and El Chico. It's kind of cut off up there. There's me and Big George Foreman. There's me and Evander Holyfield. And I met him in 1990 at the Mr. World contest. There's Lee Haney, Mr. Olympia, Mr. Olympia trained him in bodybuilding and how to bulk up, eating good and lifting weights. And so Holyfield went from a cruiserweight up to a heavyweight, gradually building his muscles. There I am with my boxing coach, my last boxing coach, Johnny Hurricane Hurd, who died a couple of years ago. He was number 3 middleweight in the world right before he was my coach. He just started coaching like right after he retired. He retired in 1986. And he started training me like in 1989. He was number 3 in the world. I think it was the IBF. I think the IBF or one of the organizations rated him number 3 in the world, or yeah. And he was age 46 in 1986 when he retired, and he was number 3 in the world, according to one of the organizations. He's in my movies there, you see this. There he is battling Saddam Hussein. That's me and Saddam Hussein at the bowling alley he used to work at. And then he's holding my head. You see the bowling ball behind us? That's in a bowling alley on North Avenue and First Avenue there in Maywood Park. But Maywood. But he's holding the head of Saddam Hussein. See, I'm headless. I got my head inside my jacket. It's coming soon. My lost films, Johnny Hurt versus Frankenstein versus Saddam Hussein. And here's the program when I saw Big George Foreman fight Bobby Hitz. See, it's autographed. He autographed it to me, and Bobby Hitz autographed it to me. And down here, John Dodano, boxing promoter. To rock. God bless. And keep up that guard. John Dodano. Yeah. Battle promotion. He wanted to turn me pro. He's going to pay me $400 for a fight, even if I got stopped in the first round. You know, a scheduled 4-round fight, even if it goes 1 round, even if you lose, you still get $400. John Dodano was going to pay me good. Ernie Terrell offered to turn me pro too. That I didn't want to turn pro at that time, but John Dodano was very tempting. I mean, then I was thinking about really seriously being a pro when I met him, but I decided to stay amateur, you know. And then I got into movie making. I changed my mind. Decided I didn't want to box pro anymore. You know, then I used to fight once a year, Golden Gloves. I figured as long as I just fight once a year, Golden Gloves, that's good. It gives me a feeling of accomplishment. I just wanted to fight amateur, and then I just decided, nah. Just concentrate on filmmaking and keep myself in shape. I don't have to compete in boxing anymore. I've done it. I've had 26 amateur fights. I didn't win them all. I lost most of them. But the point is, I got in the ring and I gave my best, and I feel good. And even the ones I lost, I put up a good fight. I gave it my best, and I feel good about that. Win or lose, I tried my best. So that's what it's about. See, that's me in Holyfield. And then here I am again, the Big Joe. There I am with you know who, Bill Murray. When I was an extra in League of Mad Dog and Glory with Robert De Niro. They used my car in the background when Bill Murray was fighting De Niro. You see a light blue car in the background, light blue one. The light blue one, that's my car. That's the car I used in Conrad Brooks vs. Werewolf that Conrad was driving when he was battling the werewolf in my movie Conrad Brooks vs. the Werewolf. That's the same car. We're standing in front of the same car, but I ended up selling it to a guy for $100. My brother Sven said, because I wasn't working good then, he bought it for $100. And I haven't had a car since. I used to drive my mom's car. And okay, enough of that. Now I'm going to show you some. Oh, and then Buster Douglas. I met James Buster Douglas. I think I got a picture on here of him. Me and James Buster Douglas right here. Where is that picture? I'm trying to find it. Somewhere around here. I met the man. But anyway, here's a picture in here of me and Buster, autographed picture from Buster Douglas, whom I met. And there it is. See, it's autographed. See, it says right up there. I think it says to Rocky down here. Yeah, right there. It says to Dave. It says Buster Douglas, love and peace, Buster Douglas. I got that in the mail from him. Yeah. And then here you go. This is James. Then they autographed this too. Right there. Yeah, James Buster Douglas autographed. That's his boxing record, man. So I got that in the mail from him, man. See right there. See, it says Buster Douglas. Well, and I predicted him to beat Tyson, and he did. And also right here, I'm going to show you something. This is Al Chico Evans right there, who beat Mike Tyson. It's me and Al Chico Evans, who beat Mike Tyson in the amateurs. And then there him with Spinks again, you know, Smoking Joe. And this is the picture right here of Al Chico Evans knocking out Mike Tyson. There he is. That's him. That's Tyson. That's Al Chico Evans when he knocked him out in the AAU tournament before Tyson turned to pro. There's that. Chicago's Al Evans, right? Here it is. There, watches Mike Tyson of Catskill, New York, you know, hit the floor Sunday. It says Tyson went down 3 times and they had to stop the fight. See, there it says, to Rocky from Ace, Al Chico Evans. Yeah. See, lowering the boom on Mike Tyson. Yeah, so he was beaten, and another guy beat him. Henry Tillman beat him in the amateurs too by decision. Beat Mike Tyson when he was in the amateurs. So he got beat twice in the amateurs. There's me, Jack LaLanne. I got an autographed picture of Jack LaLanne when I was a kid, back like around 1964, when he just opened up his health spot in Park Ridge, over in the South Park area. They had Jack LaLanne's Health Club. Now it's a bank, but I met him. When I was about 8 years old, 7 or 8. Here's with his dog. We used to watch the Jack LaLanne show. I get like tips, on exercising and nutrition. My mom used to watch him every afternoon at 3:30. There's Johnny Vaughn from WLS. He says, today, Ed Wood, Dave, keep listening. Johnny Vaughn, WLS. I think he was friends with Rich Coase, Svengoolie, yeah. And then there is my birth certificate, Resurrection Hospital, right there. Make sure it doesn't show my social security number. There you go, see? At 4:08 a.m. I was born November 27, 1956. Yeah, and then I'm going to show you, look at this. Right there, see? Resurrection Hospital, man. And there's my footprints. There's the footprints of little Davy Nelson. Yeah, I'll make sure my social security number ain't on here. Yeah, there it is. There's my footprints. There's my thumbprint. No, that's my mother's. That's my mother's left thumbprint. And my mother's right footprint. That's my mom's thumbprint. Okay, so there you go, my birth certificate. Okay, and over here you see, this is me and Svengoolie. Right there, it's me and Janet with Rich Coase, Svengoolie at an evening with Son of Svengoolie. There's me and Roger Corman, my favorite filmmaker. There's me as an African American in a movie, but I probably won't show that because a friend of mine said don't do that because they could get offended. Yeah, I just wanted to play that part. I put the makeup on. He said, oh no, don't do that because they won't like it. So I'll probably have to cut that scene out. That's okay. But anyway, so that was for Miss Werewolf too. So I'll probably cut that scene out. But then there you go, and then there's me and that's Jerry G. Bishop, the original Svengoolie. And an evening with Son of Svengoolie, November 7th, 1997, at the Museum of Broadcast Communications. There's me and Janet, Werewolf and the Witch. And then over here, this is a werewolf book. Remember these? It's a book all about werewolves, man. All kinds of cool pictures of werewolves in here, man. At the Lon Chaney werewolf. You got these guys there. There's the teenage werewolf, Michael Landon. There's Lon Chaney werewolf man. And there's even, I think, the Henry Hall werewolf. There's another Lon Chaney one. And so over here, I think I got the Frankenstein one. There's the Frankenstein one. Actually, I got two. I got an extra one of this one. But then I got one of this one, Frankenstein. It's got pictures. There's the Lon Chaney Frankenstein from Ghost of Frankenstein. And then, well, this is all kinds of monsters. So you got the beast, beast from, it came from beneath the sea. Yeah. And then there's a picture of the Loch Ness Monster, supposedly the Loch Ness Monster. They're not sure. There's the creature from the Black Lagoon attacking Julie Adams. I met her. I met Ben Chapman too. I met them both. Ben Chapman passed away a few years ago. May he rest in peace. I think back in 2007 or something. And then over here is a picture of me. There's an article on me in here. Right there. No quitter. Rocky keeps on fighting. That's me hitting the bag. Feature corner 1987. That was down at the gym. There's that. I'm hitting the bag. See? No quitter. Rocky keeps fighting for God, dignity. And then, I got a picture here of me. Right here. That's me jumping rope right there. See? That's when I was working at the gym on Touhy Avenue. And I think here's a picture here. This is me in the corner praying. See, Rocky, Jesus saved. It says in public I preach the gospel, and in the ring I try to beat the devil out of my opponent. So there you go. And I have a picture of me and Buster Douglas somewhere around here, but I can't find it right now. I think I misplaced it. I'm looking for it now. I'll look one more time. Now, that's okay. But just remember to buy your David Rock Nelson t-shirts. Buy your David Rock Nelson t-shirts right there. Yeah. For only 20 bucks. Available soon. Okay. I think that's about it. I've been talking too much, but I hope you enjoyed this. This is Dave Rock Nelson's Dungeon of Monsters. There's my Gorilla Man mask right there. There's the trap door used in Tor Terrorizes in my Monster Tales DVD. Shot on video in 2000 to 2002. Now it's on DVD. And I play Tor and I come out of that trap door to sneak in. There's my broken up skeleton. You saw that. All this stuff. So, okay. That's it. That's all from Dave Rock Nelson's Dungeon of Monsters. Where's my devil ant at? I had my devil ant around here. Oh, it's out here. Hold on a second. I'm going to get my devil ant right here. Oh, man, I can't find it. Where is my devil ant? I put it here somewhere. I had it right here, man. I had it right here. Where is my stinking devil ant? Oh, there it is. There's my devil ant, and I'm going to get you. And you better enjoy this movie or my devil ant's going to get you. Yeah, I'm going to get you, man, with my ant. Oh, wait, one more thing. Wait a minute. I forgot. I wanted to show you my Joe Frazier artwork, man. Look at this. I did this painting. This fell over. I wanted to show you. That's Smoking Joe Frazier. That's his manager there, Yank Durham. I painted that for art class, 1974, 1973. And that's supposed to be me as a young guy watching Frazier hit the bag. He's actually hitting the speed bag there. Look at how big his arms are. I made his arms huge, man. I made him look huge. I know his head. I should have made his head bigger. But that's my painting. See, it says right there, Nelson, 73. I drew that my sophomore year at Maine South High School for art class. Art 2. I took art each year. Yeah. So, okay. I want you to enjoy that painting I made. And so, there's something else over here I think I did of Joe Frazier. Another drawing I made. But I think... Is that it? I think that's it. Okay, we'll see you. Where is my devil ant? Now, I put it down. Where is my devil ant? Oh, there's my giant bug. My giant bug's going to get you. The giant cicada. Gotcha. Okay, now I'm going to get my devil ant over here. He's over here somewhere, wherever I put it. There he is. Right there by the Frankenstein. You better enjoy this DVD and watch it. And buy my stinking movies and feed me on Facebook and see me on YouTube. Oh, by the way, there's Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Look at that. The Brawl for it all, only on pay-per-view. October 31st, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Since it's Werewolf Wednesday, as every Wednesday's Werewolf Wednesday, I like to wear a werewolf shirt on Wednesday. Yeah, I'm wearing my Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, because he's a werewolf, So anyway, okay, now enjoy this stinking movie by David the Rock Nelson, or my devil ant's gonna get you. Wait, I missed you. One more time. Gotcha!